Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 4-4. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper, which I invite you to check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you would like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, etc. All that would be super great. It would also be super great if you share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let's go to the word page. There are some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also the city, county, and state governments. So you can get some help on this page, and you can also find places where you can volunteer. Okay, there's some really great American Red Cross classes listed right there on top. That's the first post that you see on the Word page. You can take classes in person, online. Some classes are a combination of the two. You can learn such things as different types of first aid, including cat and dog first aid. They have first aid for opioid overdoses, water safety for parents and caregivers in English and in Spanish, both free. And just check it out. Oh, and if you're a tattoo artist, they have something called Bloodborne Pathogens Training for Tattoo Artists. And that's an online only class that's only 35. So you might want to check that out. All righty, let's see. Now the weather's getting super nice. You can always take a little walk to Book Harvest or drive over there with your child or children. And 24/7, they have bookshelves out there at 2501 University Drive. That's right where 15501 starts, that little shopping area. So you can choose a book to take home for free. They have books going from newborn age up through high school age in English and Spanish. So you can check out books. I shouldn't say check out because it's not a library. You can literally take books home and keep them. You can bring them back if you like, but if you want to keep them, you can do that as well. It's a great way to practice reading to your children and to teach them how to read. All righty, let's see what else is happening. Now, usually the Durham Tech Small Business Center, they have the classes for entrepreneurs, in-person classes, nothing until the end of the month. But usually I list classes that are offered across the state by the various community colleges. But with it being Friday, and this week went really fast. Yeah, it's Friday, all right. So I don't think there's going to be any classes today. Let me check. Because usually on Fridays, yeah, they take the day off, so to speak, at least from live streaming workshops. Now, the Durham County libraries are all open until 6 tonight, and then the libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30. And as you already know, Bragtown is not open on the weekend. Let me check SCORE and see if they have any workshops going on. They also help entrepreneurs, just like Durham Tech Small Business Center. Now, with the addition of having mentors, which is super great. So SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. You can get a mentor. Check that out. Let me see if there are any classes today. No classes until next week. In fact, next Friday. So I'll remind you about that on Thursday. All righty, let's go right over to the To Your Health page. Let's check to see if there are any blood drives that you can help out with and literally save lives. Let's see. Some people are returning to wearing masks, I noticed. Some are telling me that they're wearing masks because it sort of helps with the pollen if you have allergies. So that's one reason to wear a mask. Some are hearing about the rising number of the respiratory ailments and flu, so they're wearing masks for that reason. So if you need numbers on COVID, you can definitely do so by going to the health page, To Your Health. And that's the first post that you'll see under the list of hospital emergency departments and urgent care clinics. That's a whole separate page. All you have to do is to click on the picture of the ambulance, and that takes you to that page. And I definitely recommend going to an urgent care if something happens and you need help right away. I have gone to. I couldn't get fit in. I was suffering from a sciatica episode, couldn't walk, and was going on my way to Chicago, and I needed help. So my doctor couldn't fit me in. She said, go to urgent care, which I did. And they gave me a couple of medications that helped me to walk better. It was I think, a muscle reactor. What is it called? Muscle relaxer and some kind of, I don't know. Anyway, it worked. So I definitely urge you to look at the urgent care clinic list. There's one urgent care that comes to you, which I think is pretty wild. And there's another one that's listed on that page that's open 24/7. So there you go. All right, let's scroll down this page here real quick and let's see if there are any blood drives. Now, there's two organizations that do blood drives. They literally save lives with our help, donations of blood. So let's see. So the American Red Cross, they are having a blood drive today. Right now, they are at the Avalon Bay Communities, 555 South Mangum Street. So that's downtown. Look for the bus, and they will be there until 3. They have another crew over at the River Church, 4425 Ben Franklin Boulevard, and they'll be there until 2. And then they're going to be at the Durham Police Department on Monday from 10 until 3. I'll tell you about that on Monday. But just, you might want to put that on your calendar because that's downtown, 602 East Main Street. Let's check the blood connection. Let's see. Nope, no blood drives today, but tomorrow they'll have a crew over at Fairfield HOA Social Committee, 7611 Rosemont Parkway, tomorrow from 10:30 until 1:30. So if you live over there, Fairfield, I'm assuming that's not too far from Durham Regional Hospital. I'm not sure. But anyway, there you go. Okay, let us now go to the Let's Go page. You check for comments. Okay. The Let's Go page is the calendar of events page. So let's go there. Let me scroll down. There we go. Let's go to the Let's Go page. There we are. Okay, today is the 4th, the anniversary of Dr. King's assassination. I do remember that. Let's see. Okay, started a few minutes ago, but the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's downtown, 545 Foster Street, they're hosting their Friday co-working and networking social until 5. So from noon until 4, freelancers, entrepreneurs, and remote workers who are tired of being totally in isolation, they bring their laptops to the Glass Jug Beer Lab and they set up shop. This is totally a free thing that you don't have to register for. And basically, you do your work. You do your work around others. So you might be missing that feeling of being around people. And then from 4 until 5, you get to meet your new space co-workers and maybe make some new friends, have a beverage or two. And that's going on right now at the Glass Jug downtown. Now, it's spring break, which means Durham Parks and Recreation's Wheels Durham is hosting Spring Break Skate. It's this afternoon from 3 until 5:30. Admission for skaters is $13. Skate rentals are $6, $7 for rollerblades. And then the non-skaters, age 18 plus, they pay $4. And you do need to, if your bag is bigger than 4.5 by 6.5, they want it to be clear, like one of those clear backpacks that they insist you have when you go to the state fair. So that's going to be today from 3 until 5:30. Let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to W.D. Hill. They'll be giving away free meals today to people in need from 3 until 6, served by the 5 and the 5K bus. Singer guitarist Stephen Munoz, he will be leading Low Joe Log Off Jam On. That's this evening, 5:30 until 8:30 at the outdoor venue, Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. It's an open air space. The weather's perfect for it. And basically, Stephen Munoz, who's a great, I don't know if he plays more than one kind of music, but I know he does some great R&B. I tell you what, because during COVID he had like some online concerts, so to speak, which probably led to this gig. But anyway, he'll be playing music live on stage, and then you can sign up and hop up on stage and join him. I've seen people enter Boxyard intending to play with cellos, dulcimers, flutes. I've seen all kinds of instruments. So bring your musical instrument and join Mr. Munoz as he plays music during Lojo at Boxyard RTP from 5:30 until 8:30. Totally free, no pressure, but you will smell delicious food. So you might want to have a couple of dollars with you in case you want to buy some dinner or a beverage. A special event, the Stay Woke Durham Say No to Rezone rally. That's going to be held at St. Mark AME Zion Church. That's going to be tonight, 531 South Roxborough Street. And their parking lot is pretty sizable. So yeah, so park in their parking lot. So basically, Be Connected Durham is coordinating this event. And this is for the community that lives in and around Hayti. They're very concerned about the proposed zoning changes. They're thinking that it might lead to displacement and loss of home ownership and retail ownership in the Black community. So if you're curious about that, you might want to head out there. Again, it's from 5:30 until 8:30 at St. Mark, 531 South Roxborough Street. And they want to make sure people get there by saying that the first 125 attendees will get a ticket for a free meal from the food trucks. Because where Durham, wherever there's people, there's food trucks. So you can get a free meal if you're one of the first 125 to arrive. Also happening this evening, line dancing with Jitterbug at the Edison Johnson Recreation Center, 500 West Murray Avenue. Now, here's what's happening tomorrow. Let's see. April Cars and Coffee. That's going to be taking place at Road Scholars, 5425 Page Road, tomorrow from 8 until 11. And this is for car lovers. Basically, you walk around looking at cars and they pop the hoods, you look at the engines. Now, they usually have a special theme. Tomorrow's theme, Ferraris. So if you like Ferraris, yeah, you want to head over there. Now, Road Scholar's specialty is custom restored Porsches, so you'll see some of those too. That again is going to be tomorrow from 8 until 11, and they usually have like little munchies to eat as well. Now, the Durham Farmers Market is happening tomorrow from 9 until noon in Durham Central Park. The Durham Farmers Market, they honor SNAP, EBT, and the South Durham Farmers Market does as well. So what they do, they invite you, if you're using SNAP, to before you go shopping, head over to the manager's table, because if you whatever you're intending to spend, like if you're intending to spend $10, they'll give you tokens so you can get $20 worth of food. If you intended to spend 15, you'll be able to get $30 worth of food. So you're doubling your money. They want all of us to have access to healthy food. I really appreciate that. So the South Durham Farmers Market, they're at Hub RTP, a relatively new spot for them. 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54, hop, skip, and a jump from Boxyard RTP. Same deal with SNAP EBT, and their hours are also 9 until noon. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I mean, the Durham County Library bookmobile will be making its rounds tomorrow, but I'll tell you about that during tomorrow's show. I do Bull City Hangout at 10. And just to give you a preview, they'll be at the Club Boulevard Apartments, and also the Hoover Road Apartments. And that'll be tomorrow. They'll be at Hoover Road at 1 and Club Boulevard at 2. There you go. And there's lots happening tomorrow, but I'll be doing a show tomorrow at 10. I'll tell you about that then. Let's check the weather. Put my iPad down. Whoa. Okay, let us check the weather real quick. It's 81 glorious degrees right now. It says that it's cloud. The sun was out a second ago. I think the sun's going to be playing peekaboo pretty much all afternoon, although it looks like mid afternoon is going to be nice. Totally sunny from 2 ish until 5 ish, and then the sun will be playing peekaboo until sunset, 7:40. But the high today will be 87 degrees, and I am totally loving that. So 81 now, going up to 87. Let's look ahead to tomorrow. So tomorrow, a high of 85, cloudy though. And that's actually good because for those of us who are working in our gardens, trying to get the our gardening beds together, it's better to work on a cloudy day than have the sun beating down on you. So yeah, I think the garden centers, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, they're all going to be pretty crowded tomorrow. People trying to buy those spring and summertime plants. So again, 87 today, 85 tomorrow. Now Sunday, we might get some rain. There's a 45% chance of rain on Sunday, but still, the high is going to be 84. Looking ahead to next week, it looks weird. 50s and 60s with rain. Uh, looks like half the week will be rainy. Half the week, pretty much. Yeah. That's okay, because today's going to be glorious. So I'm about to head out in a couple of minutes. I hope you have a beautiful afternoon. And I'll be doing the show tomorrow at 10. If you want to join me on camera, you can do so. I'll be doing the show live tomorrow at 10. I should do it at a different venue, though. If you want me to do Bull City Hangout from your venue, if you have like a small business or whatever, yeah, that would be fun. You do have to have good internet, though, because this live streaming takes a lot of energy, so to speak. So, with that, have a beautiful afternoon. See you tomorrow at 10. Oh, don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.